And welcome to episode 8 of Dad's Lanarky, Brother's Blood. Pirate joke. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? Aye, matey.
Oh, oh boy.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. Well, where were you guys? You guys were sipping fine brandies and rums and smoking cigars in the Third Moon's Keep that you had expertly made your way over the bridge to, with your undead, possibly Third Moon skeleton just behind you, who is now still in the courtyard, facing the mansion, or keep, 15 feet to the side of the front door.
Oh yeah, we met that automaton.
Yeah, Mr. Fritz.
Mr. Fritz.
Oh, and yeah, let's all crack the Krakens.
Oh, I did already.
Sorry. Well, I'll crack mine. You had just asked Mr. Fritz how long the Third Moon has been around, and after all that computing, he comes back with about 200 years ago is when the troop first started. And is there a long history between you three and the Third Moon?
Okay, remind me, Third Moon.
Third Moon is the owners of this keep, and
yes.
a 200-year-old tradition of adventuring parties. It hasn't been the same members for the last 200 years. The members kind of swap out, and I mean, you don't know too much about it, but yeah.
Are we looking for the treasure?
Yeah.
So we're on,
Ow, fuck.
the island, I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where the map shows, yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, we actually, we don't know them. We don't know them.
Oh, but you've heard of them, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, okay.
Hey, out of character, are we... Hey, Ben, are you still here, buddy? Are we going to, like... do we want to tell this thing that they might be dead?
Sorry.
I mean, if it's used to... I mean, if this automaton's used to, like, there being different adventurers, it seems like this has been kind of like the servant to all the adventurers that have gone through this house.
Yeah.
Let's keep.
Like a robo butler.
Yeah.
It's like a robo Alfred.
He
basically is, yes.
Nice. That's amazing. And he's served essentially for 200 years. That's my guess. So I don't think he'd be he might be a little upset, but he's kind of used to it. He is an automaton.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about them, do we?
No, we don't technically. Well, I think Mark's gonna be honest.
Where did we get this treasure map from?
The old man who wanted you to beat up the prostitute beaters.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes, treasure map from him.
Crazy old bat. Yeah. Tell him.
Well, Mr. Fritz, honestly, we don't know about the third. Was it the third moons? You called them
Moon Keep.
the third moon keep.
Yeah, the party is called the Third Moon. Yes.
Well, we're actually adventurers ourselves, and I think we may have come across them in the midst of one of their battles that they may have not survived.
We not survived. What
Well,
what do you mean?
Your description of one of them was a tabaxi, right?
He was a fox folk. She was.
Right. Well, we noticed a creature that would match that description in the church, and well, they had seen better days.
Better days. Was there some sort of conflict
They were
at
dead.
the church?
They were-
Oh,
Yes, it was. So sorry to be blunt, but
This
this
is
was pretty
terrible.
bad up there.
Well, what about the others? What about sorry. What about Marita? What about the Gambit brothers? Are they all right?
To be honest, sir, I'm not exactly sure who those people are, but there was quite a few dead bodies in the church.
Marita, she's an elven.
I look over at Grim, kind of be like, was one of them an elf? Like, I don't remember what any of the bodies were like.
One of
I
the
know
ones.
you gave a description.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
The Gambit brothers, two fairly young dwarves.
No, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, me either.
But Grim will walk outside and lead our shambling friend,
Oh,
in and be like, "Is this one?"
that would be the wolf, the fox.
It's probably the fox.
Isn't that what Chris
Gabriel.
animated?
I think so.
He does immediately recognize Gabriel Dixon.
Oh.
Gabby? How is this possible? How has she been walking? How is her skeleton walking into this? What's going on here?
Wait. Where is
point at
Chris
Lone
right
Star.
now? Yeah, where is he?
I just point at him.
That's what I was gonna do too. Just kind of motion my hand to the Asimar with white eyes.
I just stand there and hold my hands out.
I'm sorry. What were your names?
I'm Gamark. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry,
Mike.
this is a little upsetting. I'm just
yeah.
honest.
Honesty is key. And you, pointing at Grim.
Featherbottom.
Featherbottom.
No.
Is an interesting name. Does deception?
You don't know what my nicknames are.
But you are deceiving him.
You don't know.
I'm sure you've been called Featherbottom before.
Exactly. I'm
Well,
mimicking
alright.
what that guy sounded like.
Persuasion?
Persuasion. No, that's
Persuasion
worse.
or deception?
It's only a 7, so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that that's what you're known by. But what about you, Mr. You're a half-blood moon folk, yes?
Just call me Lone Star.
Lostar. And you're the one responsible for walking Gabby back to the keep here?
Maybe.
Maybe some sort of necromancer?
Maybe.
All right,
Listen,
fair enough.
Mr. Fritz, we were in quite a pickle, and Mr. Lowstar here, he's got quite a fancy spell, and
Okay.
well, Gabby here actually helped us.
She was very helpful, that's true. She was, well, she was quite a woman. Yeah.
What a woman.
She was very, very interesting, actually. She was, she was born of foxfolk, but was bitten by a mad witch, and would turn into a human on cloudless days, sort of a reverse werewolf.
Cool.
She would use it to her advantage, though. She would rob thieves' guilds in her human form, and then, knowing that the weather would be cloudy the following day, she would, very clever lady, would head around in the other form. You got the third moons into some pretty tight situations. I feel like this whole conflict may have been her fault. She was a loose cannon. Did you happen to see the other skeletons up top?
Oh, I don't think I wrote much of a description down for them.
No.
One in a robe.
Did anyone take the axes?
I have an axe.
The matching axes from the church?
Yeah, I'm
Ben
carrying
took-
one of them, and the other
Yeah,
one's in
and-
the bag of holding.
Yeah, he told Chris to put in the bag of holding because we could sell it.
Battle axe +2.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah. So then, yeah.
and I have the silver. What was it called?
The
Silver
spear?
fang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have both
Oh yeah,
of
that you
those
pulled
on my
out of that
back.
guy's ribs.
Yeah.
That girl's ribs.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'm wearing one of each.
Yeah. Make a perception check. Anyone and everyone, if you would like.
Okay.
18.
18. All right.
Oh yay.
You and me both, pal. 5 total.
Okie dokie. 4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Grim. You looking around the room after bringing Gabby back in, you do notice that the portraits in the smoking lounge are of 4 figures that are wearing the same accoutrements and robes that were on the skeletons still up at the church.
Okay. So those are the active members then.
Yeah.
Then yeah. I think the rest of Gabby's friends are still up in the church.
Well,
Or Fritz.
There was quite a lot of other people, though.
other people, churchgoers.
Yeah.
Yes, and some other. What were those? What were those knights? The Knights of Tarot or something like that.
There's like 2 dwarves and a wizard and a mage, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 2 dwarves and the druid were
The
the
adventurers.
Gambit brothers and Bariza Ivy. The Kingsmen. There was knights.
Yeah.
It's not good. They were all dead though.
Everybody was turned to stone.
Turned to stone. That. Well, that sounds
Oh, yeah,
like
they're-
Bariza.
Hmm.
Oh, one of the adventurers can turn people to stone.
Yes, she was. She was an elven druid. She fought for the name of the Stone Souls, and he looks over at Lowstar. Stone Souls are another more proper name for Moonborn,
Oh, cool.
which Chris is half of.
What was her name again?
Berea?
Sorry, Bezra. Bezra.
I was gonna say
Breeza.
Berea was in Cold Campaign.
Yeah,
Kyle.
I'm getting them mixed up. I've been dabbling in
Breeza.
writing again in
Have
the
you?
Cold Club. I had to go through a bunch of old notes.
I've been re-listening to Cold
Bezra
Campaign.
Ivory. Yeah, should. It's getting close.
Yep.
She was accepting of all backgrounds, religions, saying it takes a balance to make a cohesive society. She was very well learned in stone magic, and she was well versed in the nature of most locations in Ambria, aside from the Sorrow Isle, where they must have been returning from when they were attacked. Oh, they made it so close to.
So why did she turn her friends into stone?
They were skeletons. They weren't stone.
Yeah, I think the only people that were stones were the king,
The
Taros.
churchgoers and the Third Moon were skeletons. The members of Tarot and the Kingsmen were all stone. Which
So they
leads
just
you
killed each
to
other?
believe, yeah, they had come in, started killing people in the church, and Bezra turned them to stone.
defended them. Yeah.
Oh. But they
Like
all
they
died
assisted
in
the
process.
church. Yeah, I
But they
think
all
so.
died.
Well,
Okay.
oh, let's not forget to tell Mr. Fritz about the stoned birds. They were
Oh,
pretty.
the defenders, you met them.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
That was a fun fight, to be honest.
There was yeah, well, interesting circumstances, because if there is any living members of the church or followers of Condor in the church, they usually don't come in, and they're more of watchdogs meant for the night, so people don't come in and pilfer anything. But if there was misunderstanding, I take it they lost, being as you're down here and not dead up there.
Oh yeah, they're definitely dead.
Yeah.
If they
Well,
were
I mean, they
ever
weren't
alive.
technically alive anyway,
Yeah.
so.
I flicked some stone off Grimork's shoulder.
Yeah, I'm still technically covered
in dust and gravel.
rubble, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, this puts quite a damper on things around here. It also explains why I haven't seen them in so long. Well, I guess I'll just keep on keeping on until the time or rust gets me. So maybe I'll just throw myself into the tide pool. And the Third Moon didn't really pick any
go on an
replacements.
adventure?
Just, well,
Have you ever left this place?
Go see the sights.
I can't really make it across that bridge.
Why not?
Well,
I'm
we've got
extremely heavy.
Oh, we've got a rope. We could. You should have seen how we got across.
I mean, this is my place. I can't turn my back on it now. I am going to die here, whether it be from centuries going by or in the heat of battle. But I mean, unless maybe you might just have a need for a stronghold and a humble caretaker to maintain it.
I slowly turn my head and look at Grim.
It is a safe house of sorts. Otherwise, this place will just crumble to disarray over time.
Do you have access to the water?
I was just gonna say the same fucking thing. Can we
The
bring our
water?
ship here?
Yes, let me give you the grand tour. Follow me.
Oh. Come on, Gabby.
My eyes are wide.
He
What's that, Chris?
Isn't there treasure in here too?
Well, I was gonna get to that
We'll get to
eventually.
the
I wanted to ask
treasure.
him. Yeah, we'll ask him about the map too. Ask him about the treasure, but give us the tour.
Okay. Follow me. And he goes through a small door on the left side that leads into a kitchen. This kitchen is reddish orange stone covering the floors and countertops. There's 3 iron stoves with large fireplaces and cauldrons. And on the far end, many pots, pans, and knives hang from black iron racks. Chained to the ceiling, there is another double door on the left of this room that leads into the dining room, which he promptly walks through the double doors. I think it's self-explanatory that this is a kitchen. Walking through these second double doors, you walk into a fairly large room with fine velvet fabrics hanging from the center of the ceiling and draping towards the 4 walls, and kind of become the curtains to the tall windows on the 2 of the walls. The ivy from outside covers the windows from the other side of the glass, only letting bits of sunlight through the glass. There is a 20-foot black wood table in the middle of the room with 8 chairs on each side, with a larger yet not as luxurious chair at the end. And there is a white stone fireplace behind the humble seat, and a door at the other end where there is no chair at the table.
Your description reminds me of like A Price is Right.
It was brought to you by the That'd be this black table is.
This one comes with a chair. This one comes without a chair.
If the price is right.
This could be yours if the price is right.
Kyle, you make this sound like it has significance.
No, it's just a very nice dining table.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, we held many a gathering, luxurious meals. Well, I'm sure you know what happens in dining rooms. Come. And there's a,
Stomach growls.
yeah, there's a, oh, you growling at me? I'll whip you up something after we do the tour.
Lovely.
The door at the opposite end of the room of the fireplace leads back into the main entrance, which has another door to the right of the front doors. Through that door, you can see, which is open, you can see a library. To the left, in the open doorway to the smoking lounge, still stands Gabby, the skeleton.
She's not following us?
Lowstar didn't tell her to follow.
To be fair,
Two-
you didn't
two
tell her
one?
to cross the bridge either.
No, that's true. I think he said follow us, though, when you were still in the church.
Oh.
So she has been
then
following,
he
and
did
then
tell her
and
to
then he
stay.
told her to stay. So
Yeah, that's fair.
she only came in because you let her in.
I'm not holding her hand.
No, she's fine.
She's gonna fall off.
She'll just follow the ground if you get too far away.
Yeah.
So walking through the main entrance of the library, it is an identical size to the room, identical sized room to the dining room you were just in, with bookshelves covering the 2 windowless walls, with ladders that lead up to a balcony spanning the 2 walls with books. The other 2 walls are similar to the dining hall, with large windows shaded by the outside ivy. And between the windows are more portraits, some of the previous third moon, and other paintings depicting other groups of adventurers that also held the name Third Moon, explains Fritz. That was a name work in progress. There's spatterings of Jeebs and Fritz now in my book.
Thanks, Barnes.
There you go. As you can see, my friends were not the only ones that called this place home, or perished under the name of the Third Moon. And he points to one of the paintings of 3 people, one female elf that looks familiar to Bezra, but much older, You see an otter folk with a longsword made of pearl, and a third being a bugbear with curly black hair and exquisite silver armor. Charlize was Bezra's great-grandmother. She started this whole thing with the help of Gunther and Dorak, of course. For the last 200 years or so, many have come and many have gone. Never all at the same time, though, like what just happened. But or I don't know if it just happened. It's judging by Gabby, it's been a while. And as Jeeves walks along the walls, you see numerous different beings in the portraits, but each painting having a smattering of previous members through the portrait. So there's always one previous member in the next one, at least. So they kind of recruit and retire as it goes.
Quote unquote retire.
Elves, dwarves, beast folk, and many other species making up the many years of groupings. Grim and even Gamork, you are drawn to the painting closest to the most recent picture of the third moons. The painting has Bezra and Gabby, but instead of the Gambit brothers, there is a raven folk or Kenku.
Oh.
Captain?
She is missing feathers from under her left eye, down all the way around the edge of the right side of her beak. And Mr. Fritz is kind of looking back and forth from that painting to Grim. Said your name
I'm also
was
looking at Grim and looking at the painting.
Featherbottom, correct? Featherbottom?
Mm-hmm.
You told him your name is
I know.
Featherbottom. Okay. Looking at
There's
the painting.
quite the resemblance.
Mm-hmm. What was her name?
Her name was Eva. She only spent about a year or two with the third moon before heading out on her own. She was found at the doorstep of the church, covered in blood and nearly dead, about 8 years ago. She kept her past.
8 years ago?
Just 8. Just 8 years ago. She kept her past very close, though. Apparently, she had traveled from the northern wastelands near Mount Ambria and kind of made her way here. She was a very kind woman, very skilled with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
About 30 years old when she arrived. I got a very strange feeling from her.
What kind of feeling?
We people around here give off a certain energy. And he looks over at Lowstar, and then he looks back at Grim and Gamork, and he says, "Energy that you two don't exactly have. I don't sense your inner what's the word for it? Your stones, your souls."
You saying I ain't got a soul?
I'm saying your soul is not from around here.
It's fair.
So I don't know where you came from. I don't know where Eva came from, but you can't hear me because I lost Wi-Fi. I'm back.
Yeah, he was saying that he got the same feeling from her that he's getting from us. I'm putting some pieces together.
Nevertheless, and he starts heading towards the other set of doors, kind of hidden between the bookshelves to the left of the large black stone fireplace. Follow me. The tour's not over.
I follow.
He,
While looking at Grim, just being like, "You're thinking what I'm thinking, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Opening this door, he leads you into a small hallway with two doors, one to the left and one at the end of the small hall. The left door he opens and he says, "This is my humble quarters." And
Humble. There's nothing humble about this entire place.
Nothing humble at all.
as Fritz opens the door and you see a small room with nothing but a chair and a desk in the middle of it, and a wardrobe on the right side of the room, which contains nothing but a gardening apron, a silk night robe, and an empty hanger.
Awesome.
Jeeves, God damn it. Fritz then shuts the door to his room and heads to the end of the hallway. A small compartment on Fritz's hip opens, revealing a ring of keys. He takes out the ring and unlocks the door. The door opens to a spiral stone staircase. Fritz stops and pulls down on the torch just on the wall just inside the doorway, and then backs up and closes the door a bit. Hold on a moment, I got to clear the spiders and whatever pest might be in there.
Thanks, Jeeves.
As he says this, you hear a hissing sound followed by an ignition. Through the slightly open door, you see smoke and a little bit of flame lick out from the cracks. The flames last about 10 seconds before suddenly dispersing. Careful coming down here. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Did he just torch that whole fucking spiral staircase?
Yeah.
He sanitized it.
Certainly
Or
did.
sterilized it.
Sterilized it.
I get up to go get a drink. What is exploding?
Fritz pulled down on a torch and sanitized the stairwell with fire. Just in case
What
there was
is
any
it?
spiders or rats on the way down.
Okay.
Like a
This
big
is the door at the end of the
spiral
hallway where his
staircase.
little house is, or his little room is.
Okay.
Quite a resourceful little fellow you are.
Seems like a touch on the overkill side.
I like it.
Well, there's some important things down here.
So set them ablaze. Huh.
No, not in the stairwell. You'll see. Be careful coming down here. The fourth step triggers the same cleanse if you don't use the torch. So he then leads you down. You all be careful with that fourth step.
Mhm.
I lean over to the guys and I say, "Did he say the fifth step?"
Okay, wait, hang on. I stop on the second step. Is it the fourth step down? Or are you including the top as a landing? Is that a step?
Yeah.
I don't want to get this wrong.
Let's all jump off of the sixth
I'm
last
just gonna,
step.
yeah, I'm gonna go from like the second step down to like
Oh,
the
can I
10th
slide
step.
down the railing?
There's no railing. It's just
Oh, fuck.
stone wall.
Just
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over
Missy
like
step.
6 or 8 steps.
Okay.
Use my spider cane and walk around the walls.
Oh,
Ah.
clever.
Just does a spiral up one wall, ceiling, other wall, back to the stairs.
Yeah.
Broop. Nice. Impressive.
Oh, I'm not gonna misty
Like
step.
that, Jeeves.
Misty step down there.
I was thinking about it, but I'm getting low on spell slots.
Yeah. You did just get a short rest.
But didn't I do? Oh no, I did not do hit points.
We did a short rest.
Yeah, when did we do that? got in?
You did
I
a
don't
short
know, but
rest
I'm-
in the church, but you were also
Yeah.
sitting in the lounge, smoking, drinking.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm like full, yeah. I
Mhm.
don't know if I've used any.
I am not. I got hurt. I'm at 11 of 22.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm 23 at 33.
So like,
Yeah, if you
I-
want
I
to roll
could
some
use,
roll some hit dice.
I could use hit points and I could use spell slots. So
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
choice is
pick your
yours.
poison.
I guess. Well, I got cantrips. I'll do some hit dice.
That's the spirit.
Cantrip it up. Know what I'm saying?
Can't trip it up.
Okay, hit dice. 5d6. Huh, so
Don't
we only get a d6?
Oh yeah,
Son of a bitch.
most spellcasters do.
Alright.
Yeah.
Clerics get 8 though.
Clerics
don't
get a bit
they?
more, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 6.
Hey.
There you go. 17.
Mm.
Yep.
You're like
That's good.
75%.
You add your
Alright,
con
that was just 2.
for that?
Yeah,
too?
plus your con.
What? Oh,
Plus
really?
your,
Yeah.
plus your con
Okay.
modifier.
Oh, well, no.
Does it not say
because
that?
it's plus no, it's plus 0. So my con is not high. It's
Oh.
at 0.
Well, yeah, it says hit
Okay.
dice.
Well then, yeah.
1d.
1d6 plus something. And, oh yeah, I've used up 4 of mine. Never mind. But yeah, it's plus, mine's plus 3, and that's my constitution modifier, so I'm assuming that's what it is. But yeah, if you have a 0 in your constitution, then
No mod.
no mods.
Alright. Alright, then I'm good. I'm not misty stepping though.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Where was I? Yeah. He then leads you down to the first door. Taking the key ring out again, he unlocks the door and opens it. Inside this room is a brewery.
Oh my god.
This room is it's only about 40 feet by 40 feet, but there is 2 very large
Oh, is that
upright
all?
barrels
Only.
carved out of the stone. Yeah.
It's bigger than my fucking house.
These large upright barrels stand about 10 to 12 feet tall from the far side of the room. They, with ladders up to the tops of the barrels. Stacks of smaller barrels on the left side, and racks of yeast bags, boxes of hops, and other various ingredients line the right side. There is a 10-foot wooden table in the middle of the room with 2 chairs and 4 ceramic steins. There's also a book in the middle of the table.
Recipe.
Yeah, despite their brutish exterior, the brothers, the Gambit brothers, used to make a very refined ale. They were even approached by a few taverns on the coast about selling the brothers' ale and their establishments.
Is there any left?
Well, let's check. He walks over to the first barrel on the left and knocks. It is empty. Empty. And he knocks on the second. Empty. Knocks on the third. Ah, there's the full one. And Jeeves extends his hand towards you and says, God damn it!
Fritz!
I thought I went through and crossed them all out, but I didn't.
I'm gonna call him that anyways. So.
Jeeves. Jeeves Fritz. He extends his hand towards you and says, care to give it a try?
Absolutely.
What is this, like 200-year-old?
No,
Beer?
the Gambit brothers are the most recent additions to the
Yeah,
third
but
one.
didn't he say that he was alone for 200 years?
The thing was started 200 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and like when we found those skeletons too, Kyle, I think mentioned that they were there maybe a year, those skeletons?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, because the Fritz or Jeeves doesn't really understand how long they've been gone, because he was still expecting them, but it's been about a year, I think.
Oh.
So, year-old beer. It's fine. Is it fine? My constitution's not good, so...
Yep. Grim will wait for Grimork to taste it first.
Sure, I'll have a pint.
Yeah. Mr. Lowstar? Thirsty?
I've already had 2 pints.
Oh.
Holy shit, how did he fucking tap that so quickly?
You've already drank 2 of them?
Like 2 kegs? Or does he think that they're
Well,
just in
there
bottles
is
sitting there?
steins on the table. All right. Well, he pours. He pours 2,
Yeah.
one for Grimork and one for Lowstar.
Brass.
Delicious.
It is tasty. There's a bit of a skunkiness to it. Make a con save.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Lowstar as well.
Make a what save?
Con save.
Nice. 19
19. Very
plus
good. Nothing.
Oh, wait.
Even the save.
No, hold on. Con
This-
save is plus 3.
Yeah, the save should be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Your
That's
check
a-
might not have anything though.
Well, no, my constitution, like my ability, is an
Yeah,
11,
is-
so it's a plus
Oh,
0.
okay. Yeah.
I got 10.
10. Oh. So Lowstar gags a bit, but keeps it down. Grimork, not a problem. Skunkiness does not bother you. You've probably run into a few questionable drinks in your travels.
Absolutely, being a pirate and all, for sure.
But you both have resistance to poison for the next 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Hey,
So
Captain,
any
No,
poison
I'm good.
damage is half.
you sure you don't want to say
Yep,
this?
I'm fine.
Alright. It kind of
I
makes
saw-
me feel like I'm like a bit
I saw
stronger for
Lowstar's
some
face.
reason.
I'm good.
Yeah, he like threw up in his mouth and swallowed it.
I'm alright.
Yeah,
It's just a bit skunky.
It was delicious.
He, Mr. Fritz puts one of his brass monkey fingers into the third stein, and after some clockwork computing, this is not very fresh. Well, if y'all are maybe sticking around, I'll get started on a fresh batch tonight. And
Wonderful, that sounds great.
shall we? There's still one more. I'll call it a room. There's one more room down here that you'd probably like to see.
What, is it a fucking stadium or something?
Is it where the docks are?
Yeah.
Just a mere 100 by 100.
Yeah, just a modest
Very modest.
You're not far off.
acre.
Jeep starts walking downstairs again. For another minute or so before reaching a short hallway with a large metal door. Mr. Fritz walks over to the door and knocks 5 times. And then 2 loud unlocking sounds follow. And the door begins to unlock. It opens to a sea lab with a very large tide pool in the middle.
Now you're talking.
Cool. A sea lab?
That's
man,
right,
sea
that's what
lab.
I fucking said.
What
Sea
the fuck is a
lab.
sea lab? Like a
But-
scientific lab?
A sea lab is an underwater laboratory.
Cool.
This room
in
is quite large. Hold on.
A guy named Sparks.
Tell me.
Barnes.
Sparks, can I marry people?
Oh, I gotta rewatch that.
Oh, it's so dumb.
What's that from?
C-Lab.
What the fuck?
You should check it out, Sean.
I'm googling it.
Yeah.
I have it on my Instagram. C-Lab Sunday. I think I have the first 3 seasons on DVD. I'll let you borrow them.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Definitely stupid, but pretty good.
Fucking, what is his name? Murph? Captain Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Best part of the show when they got, best part of the show. Anyways, continue with your C-Lab.
This room is quite large, almost cavern-like, spanning around 150 feet across.
Fuck off.
The large, mostly circular room has an 85-foot wide pool in the middle. The water in the pool is about 10 feet down from the floor of the lab. You can see scratch marks on the walls of the pool that seem like they could be claw marks. There is beakers, stands, and bottles covering the tables to your left, and tables of metals, tools, and half-finished armor to your right. On the opposite side of the room from you, there is 2 small forges and stacks of wood and coal. Everything in this room is slightly coated with a thin layer of dust, except for a bed in the back corner, and a small green chest, and there are a few crudely painted pictures hung on the walls near the bed.
Crudely?
Well, I mean, art is in the eye of the beholder.
Are they looties?
Borderline looties. There's some looties. There's some crudies and some looties.
Crudies and looties.
A couple nudies.
Awesome.
Ooh, risque.
Yes.
Yeah, Grim looks around and is fucking ecstatic. He doesn't care about literally any other part of the keep. This is everything he needs.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I don't think I've been down here since I had to climb up the tide pool. You see, like I said, well, I'm sure you saw a couple holes in the bridge. I attempted to leave and go to the church. I don't know how long ago it was, but... well, and he is cautiously peering into the water from the edge of the pool.
You worried about something?
Well, when I fell, I sank, of course, and I had to walk along the bottom of the ocean until I got to approximately where the hole was, and I had to climb up the bottom of this island and into the hole, and then up into the tide pool.
So this guy's more of a Protectron, less of a Mr. Handy, right?
A little bit of both. Oh, like movement-wise?
Yeah, is he bipedal or is he floating?
Yeah, no, he's...
Okay.
Well, I mean, he puts his knuckles down sometimes, but...
Okay. I for some reason, had a
he's
picture
like an
of him
ape,
floating.
isn't
Yeah, he's a brass orangutan chimp-esque.
Definitely
Not,
didn't write that part down.
He's,
he? And I guess you're pretty waterproof then.
I am waterproof, yes. I have technically no electronics. Everything is powered by the
use the
stone,
stone,
and
that's
it
right.
powers the clockwork mechanisms inside of me.
Fascinating.
Can I do some kind of check on the stone? Is it? Does it look familiar?
I mean, you can't. The stone that's powering him,
Yeah.
you can't see it. It's like inside of him. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Who's Lowstar or Grim looks at the 2 boys and he's like, "Who's got the bird?" Because I'm about to go get marbles right now. Like, I don't see a point in waiting to bring him here. He's gonna have a fucking field day.
Wait, you said who has the what? The bird?
The bird we bought, the Pokeball
Oh my
bird.
god, Chris has it. Yeah.
Is it low star?
Wait, dude, we have
Huda.
yeah, we also have a stone of far
You have a
speech
stone
to
you
talk.
could, yeah.
To talk with.
Yeah, but I don't
Marbles.
think Marbles can.
He doesn't know where we are.
Well, I don't think he can take the boat all the way here by himself. It's a full-size
Yeah,
ship.
that would be.
I don't think he could man it by himself.
Oh, okay. But he does
At
have
least-
Alexandrite to power it at least to get here.
He could say you can sail the ship without Alexandra.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, we fucking take off, go get him, and come back.
Yeah, I mean, if you would all like to, you have a ship.
Mr. Fritz, we have a rather powerful ship, and what would you call Marbles? Not a mechanic.
It's a goblin.
A ship hand? Like a ship
artificer.
hand. We also
Oh,
have
what
have
is
it.
he?
Oh, I know
Technically,
what
he's
he is.
the
but
stone
what is he
keeper.
called? The stone keeper, but yeah, I don't really need to say that.
No, he's
So-
I won't say that.
nautical terms. He would be the
Ship
navigator.
hand.
The
Oh, there you
navigator.
go.
Mhm.
There you go. Yeah, we have a close friend of ours is our ship hand, and he's also an experienced artificer. And I feel like he'd really like this place, wouldn't you say, Captain?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to move in? You want to keep this place going?
I look
Be
over
the-
at Grim.
Roommates,
Be the
Jeeps.
next third moon, or are you already? You're already an established adventuring party.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what do you call yourselves?
Well, there's a name floating around.
Yeah, we don't really call ourselves anything, but yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
the town has kind of given us a name, Lightcast. The people of Lightcast have
We-
labeled us.
Which is?
The Travelling Gallows, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit dark, but marketable.
Yes, it is.
It's
We
accurate.
are, yes, it is quite accurate.
Well,
We get the job done.
I mean, I'm sure I could make up some, accoutrements that could fit your vibe, and get rid of the third moon decorations.
Leave it up.
Well, if you don't mind, I would enjoy keeping the portraits around. Yeah.
Mr. Fritz, what
Yeah.
exactly do you get out of this situation you're in? Are you designed for this?
I'm designed to serve and protect, and with no one to serve, I have no purpose. So if you decide to come in here, you seem nice enough, and you haven't tried to kill me yet. So I would like to have the purpose of serving the Travelling Gallows.
Well, Mr. Fritz, you're quite welcoming. And that's why we didn't kill you.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem. You're actually quite nice. I think we can make ourselves comfortable here. As I look around the lab,
Very large lab.
very large lab. I mean, Gomorg doesn't have much for the lab, but I know that Grim and Marbles are gonna kind of have massive erections for this this fucking lab.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna need to meditate soon. I haven't meditated in a while.
Well, here's the thing. Is tonight not the big ball at the mayor's?
Good question.
No, you haven't slept. It would be
one more
the
night?
next night.
Okay, so
Oh,
so we can head there tomorrow. Pick up
Okay.
our suits.
well,
You
I thought it was this night. I
I
thought we were
thought
like,
it was tonight.
Yeah.
Because we woke up on the ship, we brought the ship in,
Uh huh.
and,
And then Kyle said we had 2 days until the party, and then we went and we were like, oh, let's do this, and then Ben was like, oh wait, what about that treasure map? And then that's the quest we've been on ever since.
Oh,
And we'll be back.